Why is my Apple TV blinking? Apple TV blinking, Apple TV blinking light. Apple TV blinking light. If the screen of your Apple TV keeps blinking, it could mean several things. First, the power controller may be malfunctioning. It could be too hot or too cold, and either of these conditions can cause the screen to flicker. Second, it could also be caused by the HDMI cable. If so, try unplugging it and reconnecting it. If this solution doesn't work, you should try other solutions. Trying to restore from the screen isn't an option because you don't see any icons on the screen. Restoring from iTunes doesn't work either, because it won't show up under devices. This means that iTunes won't recognize the Apple TV. Instead, you can try holding the down arrow key while pressing the menu key, but this might cause the screen to blink rapidly. If the problem persists, you may need to update the software on your Apple TV. This will fix any current issues, as well as prevent future problems. It will also prevent the screen from flashing too rapidly. To make sure your Apple TV is up to date, visit the Apple website and follow the instructions on the page. If the problem persists, you may want to check with your support provider. If you are unable to connect via your Apple TV, contact the manufacturer to get a replacement. Update the firmware. If your Apple TV is blinking randomly or repeatedly, you may need to update the firmware of your device. You can do this by holding down the down arrow and menu keys at the same time. Then release the keys. The light will continue to blink randomly. You may also need to download the latest version of iTunes. It is important to note that updating the firmware will wipe all your downloads and settings from your Apple TV. In some cases, the Apple TV is connected to the wrong device. This is usually caused by a firmware update. If the device is connected to the right receiver, the light should remain solid. If it is connected to the television directly, the light should be solid. However, if it blinks quickly, there is another problem with the receiver or the HDMI switch. This will cause the Apple TV to blink. In some cases, the light of your Apple TV is blinking because the software is outdated. You can update the software by going to Settings on your Mac or PC. Then, you can put your Apple TV into sleep mode by holding the down arrow and the menu keys at the same time. This will put the LED on your screen back into a normal state. If your light is blinking randomly, you should go ahead and update the firmware. You may be wondering, why is my Apple TV blinking? It might be a sign that it isn't receiving the proper connection. The light could be a signal from a cable. If your Apple TV is blinking rapidly, your cable is out of balance. Then, your cable connection might be damaged. Then, you should try connecting the device to iTunes. This way, you can update the firmware. If the light on your Apple TV is blinking repeatedly, you should try resetting it. If the light is blinking randomly, the problem could be a problem with the cable connection. The cable connection may be too weak. If the light is flashing frequently, you should try unplugging your cable. If it is blinking frequently for no apparent reason, you should try unplugging the cable from your Apple TV. If the light on your Apple TV is blinking rapidly, it is likely that the Apple TV's firmware is outdated. This is a common cause of the intermittent flashing problem. If the light is flashing rapidly when you try to connect it to your computer, you may have interrupted the process. This may result in an Apple TV rebooting. If the light is blinking frequently, you need to reinstall the firmware. Pinterest, Twitter, Reddit, podcast, Apple TV blinking light.